Donald Trump recently congratulated Narendra Modi on becoming India's longest serving continuously elected Prime Minister, crossing 4399 consecutive days in office and surpassing Jawaharlal Nehru's elected tenure record. Trump called Modi's great one, strong, healthy, and wise, and publicly praised his leadership. At first glance, it looks like a simple congratulatory message between two leaders. Standard diplomacy, standard optics, nothing unusual. But geopolitics becomes interesting when you start asking why certain messages are made publicly. Because powerful leaders do not just communicate with each other, they communicate with investors, allies, rivals, and markets at all the same time. Think about it. America is trying to reduce strategic dependence on China. Global supply chains are shifting. The Indo-Pacific has become the center of power global competition. More than 60% of global maritime trade moves through the Indo-Pacific region, and India sits at one of the most important geographic positions in that entire equation. Suddenly, a country of 1.4 billion people, nearly 4 trillion economy, and one of the world's fastest growing major markets becomes very difficult to ignore. Funny how countries become extremely attractive when they are strategically useful. What an emotional coincidence. And this is where people misunderstand geopolitics. They ask, are Trump and Modi actually friends? That's the wrong questions. Countries don't have permanent friends. Countries have permanent interests. America wants to balance China. India wants strategic autonomy. America wants influence in Asia. India wants leverage with every major power. The relationship works because both sides currently need something from each other. That's not cynicism, that's international relations. And whether someone supports Modi politically or opposes him politically, one reality is impossible to ignore. Winning three consecutive national mandates in a country as large, diverse, and politically chaotic as India is. And it's not a normal achievement. It signals continuity, and continuity attracts capital. Investors love many things, but uncertainty is rarely one of them. Which is why world leaders, business leaders, and governments across the world publicly acknowledged this milestone. Because continuity means predictability. Predictability means planning. And planning means a lot of money. Lot of it. The deeper story here is not that Trump congratulated Modi. The deeper story here is that India's political direction now matters enough for the President of the United States to publicly signal recognition. For decades, India was described as a country with potential, potential economy, potential market, potential power. Today, the conversation is changing. India is increasingly being treated as a strategic reality. And in geopolitics, relevance is one of the most valuable currencies a nation can possess. Because once the world can no longer afford to ignore you, every tweet, every phone call, and every public compliment starts carrying a little more meaning than the words themselves.